always with the desserts tablet. Show landscapes, please. Okay. All right. Good morning, Lynette. Hey, Sherry. Good morning. Hey, Sandra. Hey, Lisa. Hey, everyone. Good morning. It's Friday. Yes. um, I was looking at my emails because there's like a lot of patterns that came out. I'm looking at the country cow, um, and sincerely Jen's pattern, Regina Philangi. Oh my god, I love that episode because she says it. They Joey and Phoebe say it so casually. They're alternate names. It's not even funny. Let's see. That's cute too. I like the side features on it. I don't know if you guys seen it. You're probably just gonna see a ring light, and now you don't even see it. That's really cute. And I love the fact, one thing I love about Sincerely Jen patterns is that she always seems to have like multiple sizes. And I have mad respect for that because a lot of people, what they do is they get a pattern and they either want to increase it or decrease it 80%. And I love the fact that she kind of gets that 125. She has like the original size at 100%, the middle one. And then she does like a 125 and then does like an 80%. So it takes all the math out of it. And I give her tons of respect for that because she doesn't have to do that, but she does that with a lot of her patterns. And I think that's really cool because it helps out a lot. And the size differences are very, very big. Like the handbag height is 9 3/4 of an inch tall. The tote bag is 12 inches and the traveler is 15 inches. So they're like a good amount bag difference. No, unfortunately I do not. The country cow one I want to act. I'm trying to debate if I'm going to do a tester bag today or if I'm going to make that bag today. I'm a sucker for country cow designs, and I have this idea of a Pac-Man theme for that bag, or like I just have a couple different ideas. Or like I have a Star Wars one in my head right now, but not using buttons, using 24 line snaps. I have a lot of country cow patterns. Like I straight up have like I have a lot of their templates too. Arc Expressions here in the US, she carries their templates. She does a really amazing job at them. She doesn't leave anything for the imagination. She makes stabilizers pieces and she puts all the marks on it. So I usually, whenever a pattern comes out, I'm like, yeah, I need to order some templates. This tote looks really cute. I remember Joe like kind of teasing it like a couple weeks ago, and I was like, yeah, when is this pattern coming out? And I'm glad that it's coming out. It's a very elegant but masculine bag, and I can see it being used for anyone and everyone. So I kind of want to play with it to see what I would do to it. But I love how there's so many pockets and pockets and pockets. I'm a sucker for cargo pockets. So yeah, I kind of want to make that one today. I'm trying to see. So like usually towards the weekend, if I have any testers, I'll try to do one tester bag and then like one regular bag. And I'm trying to incorporate a new style bag every week so that when I bring new bags to these events, they're different silhouette, different kind of style. So that way if there is a repeat customer, that they're not seeing similar silhouettes and that they're seeing something fresh. Um, there are some people that follow, like, go to every convention in Maryland or every convention in the Delmarva area. And when I say Delmarva, if you're not in the East Coast, Delmarva is Delaware, Virginia, Maryland area. That's what they call this little trifecta, Delmarva. I didn't know until I moved out here, so no harm, no foul. So, um, so there are people that follow in the Delmarva area, and they follow each one. And then if you have a person that you buy bags like me, it's kind of hard to forget. You could spot my hair no matter what color I change it or whatever, like a mile away, people know the fro. So, and they know my name, Nova. So they come looking for me. And so what happens is like I told my husband, I have this one bag, this one leather bag that does not sell. And I bring it every year. And there is this one gentleman that's like, oh, this bag was here last year. Remember it from 2 years ago. And they remember. And even though people act like you want to assume that people don't remember your stash, they do. So I try to like mix it up and put some new I try to put mix it up and try to put some new and fresh silhouettes and different fabrics and different shapes into the folds of the ones that sold already and some new ones. So this is something that I definitely think that I would like to make to put in. I have like a couple of Star Wars, Star Trek things. I actually have this Chewbacca filling thing for this one. I have this I have this filling, so I have to play it out in my head. I need to draw it out. Let's see. Yeah, it's already out. The Country Cow's already out. The newsletter came out like where it happened. It was on WhatsApp like at 6 our time. So yeah, definitely see it. And Sincerely Jen. I don't know. There's other people that came out. There's a couple patterns that I've seen in the Facebook world that I'm like, I want to make. Um, I love trying out new patterns. I get like it's so much fun trying a different designer to see what kind of methods they do and testing it out. But I definitely want to do the Country Cow. So I want to do the buttons. I think the buttons are really charming and a very interesting take. And the cost of buttons and cording is significantly cheaper than hardware, as well as it's easier to obtain at a craft store because cording is used for bracelets and things along that line. And those who have that make beaded bracelets and stuff like that no could possibly have this already in their stash. And buttons are a part of all like crafting stuff in the haberdashery section. So this bag is fundamentally like pretty easy to make because you're only using two D rings or two rectangular rings and whatever you normally use, your two swivel hooks and your sliders. So it doesn't have a whole lot of hardware, which is really good to have, especially if you're gifting it, selling it, or making it for yourself. So I really like it a lot. And the bag that's on the cover is my girl Bedhog, Amy. And like I said, she's a bag baddie. And I love her bags. They just like automatically capture your attention no matter if it's a theme or no fandom or whatever. She really knows how to put like materials together. So yeah, I definitely want to get this pattern. I'm probably going to get this pattern right when we get off of here. And knowing me, I'm probably going to print it out, cut it out, and do it. um, when I get excited about a new pattern, I just want to make it right then and there. I have no patience for waiting. So, yeah, so today is a lot. There's a lot of cool stuff going on today. Though this is the one caveat of me not doing it. I know I can finish the bag most likely before 2 or 3. That's usually my roundabout time, cutting out a pattern, pasting the pieces, and like interfacing, and then going to my machine and sewing. And here's the thing. I have an interesting story from yesterday. So I usually finish around 2 or 3. And I think my body automatically sews like that because all my kids get out around 3 and they're all home about 3:35. And I think my body kind of just automatically goes into that time zone because they know everyone's going to start coming home. But today I have a lot of fun things I have to do. I have a really cool call at around 1 with someone I'm interviewing for Patreon. And then around 2, I'm sorry, my time. And then at 5 o'clock, I have my first my first prepping live on Facebook. I have never, it's like a Facebook prepping in a group for the mini E for the class that I'm teaching next month at Lauren Mormino's, so whatever studios, and I'm really excited about it. The funny thing is the mini E doesn't take a whole lot to prep. It doesn't have a lot of components. There are small parts when you're putting together that can confuse you, but once you see one partially assembled, you're like, yeah, that's easy. And the cool thing about it is the designer may pop in and give some tips and tricks and just tell a little bit about the Mini E. And I'm really excited about that because I really like Alexis. Alexis, she's really, despite being really smart in patterns and bringing futuristic shapes, she's really funny. She's a down to earth person and she's hilarious. Like she's she's really funny. She has a great sense of humor, and she's a person that really knows herself. So when you're around her, you're it's just a good vibe. She's a whole entire vibe, and I'm so excited that these people have a chance to get to know the designer and they get a better insight of who she is. And it's different when a designer create like makes a pattern and makes videos. You kind of get a sense of who they are by their way they talk, the way their mannerisms when they do videos. But if they don't make a video, you only get a sense of them off of reading. What you get off of her patterns is you get that Alexis is very educated because she doesn't leave anything to the imagination and you understand everything. You can tell by her patterns that she wants to give you all the education you could possibly get so you could be successful. And that's why it's incredibly in depth. So when you see a person with a pattern that has many, many pages, just take it to this part. It's like a person writing like a history book or a thesis or whatever. They want to make sure that you grasp the concept 100% if there's no video tutorial. And I have mad respect for the people that do this. Um, and you can kind of see where there's some humor when she's like pointing things out in the arrows, or she's like, "No, stop, don't go any further." Like you can get kind of a sense that she has some sarcasm or whatever. So I'm really excited that not only I got permission to teach this class at so whatever studio, but she's gonna like pop in for a few minutes to say hi to the people that are there. The people that are at the summit, it is getting recorded so they can watch at their leisure, so they can, hear, like, see some of the stuff that Alexis is saying, and they can ask questions, and I will be more than willing to answer them. The Mini E is one of my favorite bags to make, and it's a really good seller. I sold a lot of them at AwesomeCon. People love how small it is, but how wide it is. So that's the constant feedback that I got back is they love the shape. The shape, again, that's what Alexis is known for, but they love the depth of it. So it's an illusion. It looks like it's a tiny bag, and as soon as you turn it on the side, you're like, whoa. Um, so that's what I'm doing today at 5. I have just like a really fun day. This whole week I've been doing a lot of things with different designers, artists, and just different people. So I just feel like tremendously blessed this whole week that I've like I just had so many things within the sewing community. And when I look back at this week, I just feel like super fulfilled and happy. Yeah, I've had a really good week. I'm hoping that everyone else did. There's been, scary stuff in the news and whatever, but I just try to take, like I said, take that day by day and not overreact from everything. And unfortunately, Inmaline Bags is no longer taking any orders from the U.S. And remember, this is only temporary. Hopefully, hopefully it'll be over sooner than later. So, and other weird news, everyone always asks me because I'm a summer baby. I'm born in July. I get a lot of people asking me why I don't like the summer, and I sometimes forget because I like the longer hours and having more daytime. I'm a girl that I don't tan. I kind of burn and I pill, but I also get heat rash. Okay. So, but every time I go to the dermatologist, it just clears up. See, this dermatologist I'm going to right now, I feel like he's weirdly lucky. I went to him and my rosacea was flared up and he was able to see it. So on Tuesday, I get to go to him and I'm hoping this heat rash around my neck is flared the freaking up so he can see it. I have never been able to see a doctor when it flares up. It's like I only could take pictures and show it. And then they tell you to take pictures, but they're like, oh, we really can't see like what it is. And you're like, I do what you say. I write a diary, I'm taking pictures, and it's like whatever. So I'm like, I'm irritated because it's there, but I'm low key happy about it because I'm like, you stay until Tuesday. You stay until Tuesday morning. I'm really weirdly happy about this at this moment. It's weird. I know it's weird, but I never ever anytime I go to a dermatologist about something related to my skin, it just like magically heals the morning before I go. And it looks like you're lying. Like what what are you talking about? So I'm excited about that. I know that's TMI, but I don't know if anybody else had that. Like you go, like I have this pimple and it's been big all week, and you go there and he's like, there's no pimple, and you're like, I paid a $40 copay. I need this to be fixed. Um, so yeah, that's all I'm doing today. I'm going to be sewing up a bag, having an interview, and then prepping for the mini E cutout, which it's not going to take very long. That is one of, I'm telling you, the Tiny Kata Mini E has to be my favorite fast sew from Ora Rosa. It cuts out really fast and comes together really fast. It doesn't have a lot of stabilizer either, and it just is so dang cute. So I'm interested. I'm curious to see how many of you guys are going to do the country cow, and or if there's another designer that has a pattern come out. Are you going to get it? What pattern do you get on Fridays? What makes you want to purchase a pattern? Is it the pockets? Is it the structure of the bag? The look? I'm always curious to see what makes people want to purchase a pattern. Like for me, the reason why I for country cow is like as soon as I seen the way this tote was kind of shaped, it kind of has like it's wider on the bottom and slightly grades to the top. The It's not that much of a difference. It looks like it's a maybe a 2-inch difference from the bottom. And the pockets, you're into the shape. So I like the pocket, the zipper pocket in the back. I'm really into that. And I also like how they installed the zipper pocket. It's not there's kind of like a U shape. It's not the standard. How do I? All right. So if you look at the back of the pattern, if you look at the back of the pattern, normally when they do an inset zipper like this, they'll have it like the zipper tape is like this. But theirs is shaped a little bit different. It's like a slightly curved, and that got my attention. That's the thing that got my attention. So I'm also curious to see how big the pockets are. Are they big enough to hold like everyday items like chapsticks, hand sanitizers, things along that line? I did see in the intro of her video that she was able to put a cell phone, a standard iPhone, into the bottom front pocket, even though the back pocket is made for the cell phone. So that intrigued me, and that means the pocket is wide enough to carry something else. But the front pockets, I want to know, are they big enough to hold, something on your everyday, what you everyday put in the bag? I do like the fact that also the pockets in the inside are meant to carry not only a water bottle, but she designed this bag to focus around her coffee. Jo is a woman after my own heart. Like anybody that knows me, if I don't have coffee in the morning, I'm not okay. I'm not okay. So she designed the bag to carry her coffee mug. So if you watch the intro of the video, she has a water bottle that looks like it looks like it's a standard Stanley 30 ounce. And then she has a coffee cup that is not like the small dispensable. She has like a reusable coffee mug, and they both fit in there. And that is what captured me. Like I was like, oh, you're going after my own heart. You're putting pockets on pockets and pockets that you can actually use. So that's what intrigued me about this bag, and that's what's going to make me buy this bag because I like that. The two bottle holders is a very good seller feature for me, and I think that it'd be a good sell feature for consumers that shop with us because you're like, oh, this can hold a Stanley cup and this can hold blah blah blah, and that's it. Like I know when I sold my Leia's from Chris from Simply Classic, people love the fact that it holds, bottles. They think that just is a huge feature and it has such structure for to hold that. So, something to think about. Um yeah, I didn't get to see if anyone else. I did see that Sally Tomato had something, but I didn't get have a chance to open it. I know they have like a whole travelers theme right now. I do like some of their travelers patterns because it is that season where you're leaving your house a lot more and you're traveling out of state or whatever. So having like nifty bags and smaller bags and like small crossbodies or slings are like really cool to have. So that's something you may want to look into. And if you're going to graduations, especially like high school graduations, typically, giving money to the graduate is good, but also like kind of gifting them something for travel because a lot of younger people go backpacking or some people do something over the summer like traveling. I know that a lot of people like Kendall, somebody gave him, you know, like a set of I can't. Why don't I'm saying laundry in my head and it's not that. It's not that at all. They gave him a set of luggage as a gift, and I got some really interesting luggage. So, one thing is if you're giving a high school graduate or a college graduate money, maybe making them like something that's luggage orientated and putting the money in it can be a really good graduation gift so that they can have something that can last a long period of time. So things like that is something that you might want to look at. And also, I think giving somebody something for travel, also for a honeymoon gift, like, oh, here's some money. And as you travel, here's a passport book. Person who has an amazing passport book is Sewing Patterns by Mrs. H. So like there are things you can do to combat just giving somebody cash for a gift, especially an older person, like a person like graduation or weddings, that you could put your personal touch on, as well as give, the standard cash that we always give. So that's something you can look at. Thank you. I appreciate it. So like it's just something that you can think of. Like I don't know. I got, little pieces of luggage and it helps. I still have some of the like luggage pieces and they're useful because luggage is expensive. So you might want to mosey on over to Sally Tomato because they have really cool things. Or like even if you're looking just for like passport holders, again, Sewing Patterns by Mrs. H has like an amazing passport holder. And if you have like really loved cotton wovens that you're just like, I don't want to part with, but you want something special, that might be the thing that you can have, especially if you're traveling a lot this summer. So, just something to think about because we're getting to that season where like Mother Day ads are popping up like clockwork. So that's something else that I'm looking at. Um, like what do we make for mothers this for Mother's Day? They're like I'm getting so much spam with it. Like I'm getting so much spam where I'm thinking Mother's Day is next week. It's ridiculous. So yeah, that's all I have for you guys today. Tomorrow's sleep in Saturday. So to all my people that are in the summit, I hope you guys are having a tremendous amount of fun and just like live in the moment and just have so much fun. And to everyone else, I will see you guys on Sunday. I hope you guys have a really great weekend and that you guys get to have some sewing on. So I will talk to you later. Bye.